Bassmaster Fishing 2022 Online Open, St. Lawrence River, Round 3, Attempt 1. Let's go. Now, I'm pretty one-dimensional when it comes to St. Lawrence. During the Open, I know it's going to get me 50 pounds. And so I don't dare, deviate from that much. The highest score was a 58, guys, in this tournament so far, but that is extremely uncommon, uncanny, and unusual. What I found is most people cannot even score about 50 pounds. So if you can get the equivalent of 5-10 pound bass, you're doing phenomenal. So I know it's going to get me 5-10 pound bass. And I'm not really going to deviate from that. I'm not going to, maybe once you get the equivalent of 5-10 pound bass, maybe once you get 50 pounds, you can go somewhere else and try some other lure or something. But I suggest coming to this spot with the Jenko swim bait and 20-pound fluoro and fishing here until you get about 50 pounds. Then if you want to try something else, like another spot or another lure or something, then go ahead and do that. But my suggestion is try this spot with this lure and this line until you get about 50 pounds. That's what I'm doing. I mean, that's what I've done this entire tournament so far. And it always gets me 50 pounds. Always. I know I'm going to get at least 50 pounds coming to this spot with this lure, at least. I don't believe I passed it here, guys. I'm sorry. They kind of hide it back here on you. And it's easy just to pass it, but it's probably the most effective spot in the whole game. Not in here, it's up here. This is the most effective spot in the whole game. I mean, the whole map. Catch big largemouth, big 10-pounders, and that's what you need. You need 10 or 11-pound largemouth. This concave in here, this is where most people are probably getting their giant bags, guys. Because there's nowhere for the big bass to go. They're kind of just trapped in here. And this bait, this Jenko swim bait, it just seems to just be perfect. Now, I admit, guys, if you try this with the Jenko swim bait, I admit you're going to get a lot of garbage fish and you're going to have to bust them all off. But it's worth it. It's worth it for the 50-pound bag you're going to get. I mean, I know I can predict a 50-pound bag here. It works every time. Except for the 1 or 2 times it hasn't worked, but 90% of the time, this gets me a 50-pound bag just doing this. And really, guys, you really need, on St. Lawrence, I've had guys tell me, oh, I want to use braid, I want to use braid. Guys, don't use braid on St. Lawrence for the online open. Use the 20-pound fluoro so you can easily break off the million or so bad fish that you're going to get, okay? It's a mistake to use braid. They put the 20-pound fluoro in this game especially for Sabine River and St. Lawrence River online open. If you don't use the 20-pound fluoro, you're making a mistake. But that's all I'll say about it. It can easily catch the 10-pounders or Bella Rose, the 13-pound largemouth. No problem. It's not going to break off any big largemouth. You don't have to worry about that. But if you use braid, it's going to take too long to break off the million or so bad fish that you're going to get.
You have caught an absolute hydrilla gorilla.
And yeah, with this Jenko on this spot, you guys, you get a lot of bad fish. So you'll constantly be busting them off.
You have caught an absolute hydrilla.
So I just started playing the new Indiana Jones, the Great Circle game. I just turned 43 years old, guys. And my mom gave me a gift card for Amazon. So I could buy a game if I want to. So I have not been able to afford Indiana Jones. So I put it off for a long time, even though I really wanted to play it. I couldn't really justify spending that kind of money right now. So I put it off for a while, hoping it would go on sale. And it just never went on sale. Like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is just not going on sale apparently ever. So I purchased the standard version, not the premium one, the standard one, for about $70 on Amazon. And I'm about almost 5 hours into it. And boy, man, that I've never played an Indiana Jones game before, but this one's really great. I mean, it's really special. And plus, my mom got it for my birthday for me, so it's even more special to me because my mom got it for my birthday. Some of the puzzles are a little complicated in Indiana Jones, but the fighting is so funny and cool. The fist fighting and the whipping of the enemies and the using of weapons. There's melee weapons everywhere. You can use the melee weapons to knock out the Nazis and everything. Sneak up on them and hit them with a bottle or a broom. Even you can use a broom or a rake. And it's just so funny, like the different weapons you can use on these Nazis. Well, just about 10 minutes our way. Yeah, you just bring your patience, guys, to this. If you do this at the St. Lawrence River Open, you're going to need a lot of patience because you're going to catch so many like bad fish. The Jenko really attracts everything, and but also including the 10-pound largemouth. But it does attract everything, and you'll be constantly breaking fish off that you do not need or want, and it becomes very, very frustrating. But this is the only strategy I know of that is a guaranteed 50 pounds. You use the Jenko pretty much exclusively on this spot. And it's a very rare attempt where you will not get 50. It's rare. You almost every single attempt you'll get like around 50 pounds. Also, guys, this is a perfect time to go to customization and use the coats and the knitted hats and everything because St. Lawrence is one of the really cold lakes. So I've been using a lot of the winter coats on my avatar and the knitted hats. Don't get discouraged if this strategy takes a little while to catch a 10-pounder. It'll happen. It always happens. But like I tell people in other videos, guys, with this strategy, you don't even need any smallmouth. You can just break off every single smallmouth that you catch, honestly. You do not need them at all. You're going to have 5 big largemouth. Oh, this is another smallie. I was hoping it would be my first largemouth.
Oh boy, that is Shack Daddy's super.
So far, no luck, but I'm not discouraged because I know it's probably coming. It's the rare attempt where it doesn't come and it's just like a bad attempt. That does happen. Even with like the best strategies, that happens. Bassmasters can be just unpredictable sometimes. Like you get a huge score one day, and then the next day you do the same exact thing, and you get a really bad score. And that's Bassmaster. You know, it's just not always the most predictable game. But this is a great strategy if you want to try this. It does work for 50 pounds. Eventually, like one of your attempts will be over 50 pounds. And you'll have 5 big largemouth off this spot. Here's another smallie. And of course, I'm starting to get impatient because now it's 15 minutes in.
That right there is a bass squatch.
Now I've lost 15 minutes and I don't have one big largemouth. But I know it should be coming. So I've been playing Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Indiana Jones, and I know Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6 are kind of controversial. Some people really do not like Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6. They think it's too fast and there's too much sliding around, and they don't like the fact that you can slide. and that the movement is as fast as it is in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. But I love it. So far, I really like Black Ops 7, but Black Ops 6 might be my favorite of the two. Because it has, like, the smaller maps where you can use shotguns and you use a lot of lethals and stuff and tacticals. I just think the smaller maps have something, special. And Black Ops 6 just has more small maps. It just has, like, it has Racket and Bullet and Stakeout. And, like, Black Ops 7 doesn't have anything like that. It doesn't have anything like a smaller, more confined kind of map. Seems like all the maps in Black Ops 7 are bigger. And they're really cool and everything, but there's no map where you can just, like, use your shotgun and get a whole lot of kills with it, like, because it's a smaller, more confined area kind of map. Wow, guys, now we're going on 20 minutes without a largemouth. More garbage.
Yes.
Just trash, straight trash from start till now. 20 minutes of garbage. And I've talked to guys and they do not want to even try to do this because it's a pain breaking off all these bad fish with the Jankolistic swim bait. I mean, with the Janko, you constantly catch fish. But, like 90% of them, over 90% of them are bad fish. They're not, it's not all largemouth by any means. It's just a good bet for a 50-pound bag at least. Well, this looks like an 8 or 9 pound largemouth bass. It might even be lighter than that. It looks very small. 8 or 9 pounds maybe. But see, I'm using the 20-pound fluoro, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. It handles these 10-pound bass, so you're not going to break them off or anything. Yeah, really, really bad largemouth. That was a really bad largemouth. I'm starting to feel a little desperate now, and I do botch attempts. Like, if I don't get a couple big largemouth, if I don't get a couple, like 10-pounders, in the next 10 minutes, I will botch this attempt. I will quit this attempt. There's a really big one. There, oh, man. Oh, come on. There's another nice one. Neither one of them. Wow. 20 minutes and I don't have a fish. This is pretty bad, guys. Another smallmouth. Wow. Because I had 20-pound fluoro, I was able to bust them off right away. Well, I hope this isn't just a solid, difficult round and like I have a really bad round or something. Oh, wow, it's a giant largemouth bass. And like I said, if I get two around 10-pound largemouth in the next 10 minutes, then I'm going to continue. Because you got to try to like make all your attempts count, make all your attempts as good as possible. So I am going to give it every Oh no,
Oh boy, that is
a
some mighty
9-10.
bass.
That is about the most mediocre, unexciting kind of largemouth bass I could have possibly caught. A 9-pound, 10-ouncer. I mean, it doesn't get more mediocre and like small kind of largemouth than that. I just haven't gotten any luck here with the bigger largemouth for some reason. I got an 8-pound largemouth and a 9-10. All right, here's another largemouth. I just hope it's good because I will be botching this attempt if it isn't. Um, I can't really tell. Sometimes you just can't tell. It doesn't look huge though. Honestly, it looks like an 8 or 9 pounder, another 8 or 9. Actually, no, this could be big. This could be big.
Big fish, and
You know
no
what, guys?
whammy.
That's about the most mediocre kind of largemouth bass you can possibly catch as a 9-pounder. It's not a 10-pounder and it's not an 11-pounder. It's a 9-pounder. So, I mean, it's like, it's almost like a bad fish, really. You want like mostly all 10s or all 11, 10s or 11s.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
Well, I wasn't even seeing largemouth for a while. Then I got a couple 9s. So I have a couple 9-pounders and an 8-pounder. It's not going well. I mean, for a lot of people, that would seem like okay. But, you know, I know this spot is capable of giving me 50 pounds. With this lure and this spot, I should get 50 pounds. And I'm halfway in, and I got 42, almost a 43-pound bag. All right, this could be a nice one. But what are the chances that it's another 9-pounder? You know, I mean, with my luck, no, this looks like maybe 11 or so. One of the big ones I've been waiting for. And the 20-pound fluoro is no problem. It can handle him. No.
It's Chubasa.
But it is a 10-pound largemouth. So that's my first amazing fish of this entire attempt. But I love Black Ops 7, guys. I got it for like 35 bucks. And it's my opinion, guys, no matter how you feel about the newer Call of Duties and what they're like and everything, it's my opinion that you get more for your money buying a Call of Duty game than just about any other game that you buy. You get more when you buy a Call of Duty game than any other game. Any other game. You get like zombies, you get the campaign, and then you get multiplayer, online multiplayer mode. And you just get so much when you buy a Call of Duty game. More than you get with any other kind of game that you buy, in my opinion. Black Ops 7 is good. The only criticism I have is that there's not enough smaller, like mosh pit kind of maps. Those are really special, and there's a lot of us that really love those maps. And I mean, Black Ops 6 is probably my favorite Call of Duty ever. And it's all because like there's so many like smaller maps where you can use the shotguns and the lethals and tacticals so much. But you still get the best play with Black Ops 7. You get the best play. They'll show you the best play, who got the best play. And they show you the top 3. At the end of the map, there's a best play scene where they show you the best play, and they show you the best 3 players. And I've always liked that for Black Ops 6, and they continue doing that in Black Ops 7. And I think that was definitely a good idea. Because the best play is just, you know, it makes a lot of sense to kind of give credit to where credit's due. If someone gets like a phenomenal kind of play, that everyone should have to sit there and like watch a replay of it. I want that largemouth there. Oh, come on, man. I really needed him too. Oh, he's not going for it. What is going on, man? What is happening here? So I got a 10, 2 9s, and an 8 right now. I'm doing very mediocre right now. I got a 45 right now. All right, this is smallmouth. Guys, I bust off all my smallmouth. I get rid of all my smallmouth. because I think that they're totally unnecessary.
What a
You know, the
haul.
biggest smallmouth on St. Lawrence here is going to be like 8 pounds. So you really don't want any smallmouth. That's why I say you really want 20-pound fluoro. See, you can break off even a lot of smaller fish. Excuse me, guys, for that little sniffle. But I'm pretty sure I'll get at least 50 pounds. Oh, a big bass almost went for it. Right now I've got 45. All I need is another like giant fish to get me very close to 50 pounds. Breaking off another fish, increasing my drag, decreasing my drag. St. Lawrence is like the single most annoying online open, in my opinion. I mean, if you're doing this, you are constantly breaking off fish. And very often the largemouth are not biting and everything else is. And it is just the most aggravating time. Whoever said competition had to be fun, it can be a real pain in the butt. And if you do this, like by the time you are done, you are going to be so ready to quit for all the bad fish you get. And just waiting around for that giant trophy largemouth. It's just exhausting. I mean, it's like by the time you're done an attempt, you want to wait like maybe a couple more days for the next attempt. This is such a pain. Like just waiting and waiting, and then when you finally do get a largemouth, it's like a 9-pounder, not a 10, not an 11. You know, it's a couple nines, and an 8. First I got an 8. First I got an 8-pounder, and then I got a couple 9-pounders. And very often those are 10s and 11s, but not today. Not on this attempt. It's going to be a hard attempt. But I know just to hang in there and keep on pitching out there. Keep on going for it. There's a giant largemouth. There he is. Oh no. Darn it, I got a smallmouth instead. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's enough to drive a man insane. I've been waiting for that fish for a while, and some little smallmouth came in and stole the lure. Nothing you can do except just keep trying. Here's another largemouth, but it doesn't even have a heartbeat, so it's not even a trophy largemouth. This is like a trash largemouth, garbage. Totally worthless. I should be breaking him off. I don't know why I'm bringing him in.
You're gonna have a few
A
competitors.
7-pound largemouth. So my struggles continue on this first attempt. that 20-pound line, man, it's just no problem to break off even a smallmouth bass, like a small fish. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the one I want right there. Oh, I'm not gonna get him. No, I'm not gonna get him. It's just too bad. Like the fish AI is just too bad right now. There he is. There's another really big one. I think he's big. No, he's not that big. Yeah, I'm just struggling to catch like the bigger largemouth right now for some reason. You might think this is very one-dimensional. Like just using this one lure on this one spot. But I know I'm going to get 50 pounds. Like I know it. After many attempts getting 50 pounds just doing this, I know I'm going to get at least 50 pounds doing this. Eventually, I'll get 50 pounds. And it looks like it's going to come later. I only got one 10-pounder. And I got 20 minutes left. So I'm in desperate need of some giant largemouth bass right now. Here's a smallmouth. I gotta break him off. He's worthless.
That right there is a bass squatch.
Don't even have a heartbeat on this largemouth bass. So I'm getting a lot of trash. And honestly, guys, sometimes your attempts are just garbage. And
Somebody caught a toad.
I have a 45-12 right now as my high score. But I do think I will improve to around 50 pounds. That is what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting like a 50-pound bag. So right now I have 45-12. More smallies, more smallmouth bass, more trash. Just break them off. You want every single one of your 5 fish to be largemouth. So, I mean, probably about 99% of the fish you're going to catch with this method will be garbage.
Somebody caught a toad.
They will be absolutely worthless. And you'll have to break them off immediately. Okay, I got a heartbeat on a largemouth bass. Oh, it's a big one. Okay, this is one of the ones I've been waiting for. And like I said, it'll be around 50, like over 50-pound round probably for me, just because I'm using the Janko here on this spot. And I was going to quit, like when I didn't get a fish in the first 20 minutes, but I waited for the first 30 minutes and I got an 8-pounder and 2 9-pounders, and fishing started to pick up. Another 10-pounder.
Absolute hydrilla.
So now I have a couple 10s, a couple 9s, and an 8-pound largemouth bass, putting me at 48 pounds. Now, that's not the best score, but a lot of people are going to do that. They're going to match 48 pounds, no problem. So you want more like over 50 pounds.
What a finned freak of nature.
All right, I got another heartbeat on a largemouth bass, but this largemouth looks like he's more like 8 or 9 pounds, which should improve me to about 49 pounds. Unless this is a 10 pounder. He does not look like a 10 pounder. He looks like an 8 or 9.
Yes.
A 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have found...
So now I have two 10 pounders and three 9 pounders. You see, I have a 49 pound, 6 ounce round. I'm Torch up there, by the way. My name's Kevin, and I'm glad to have you along on this little St. Lawrence River adventure. So now, guys, all I have to do is catch one 11 pounder to give me like a 51 or a 52 pound round. Just because I used the Janko and I didn't quit, like when the going got really tough, I didn't quit. Like I kept using the Janko on this spot. And when things looked really tough, I just kind of hung in there and like bided my time. And even though I didn't catch a fish for the first like 20, 25 minutes that was any good, it eventually came. I have a 49 pound round right now. 49 pound. That's the equivalent of like 4 10 pounders and a 9 pounder. Guys, honestly, it's better right now than what probably most people will do this entire round. Just because I'm using the Janko on this spot. And it looked like really bad for a while. But eventually my largemouth did come. Here's another largemouth with a heartbeat. Finally, my fish are coming. My fish are coming. And I just had to wait. I had to be like patient. This is probably another 10 pounder, but if it's 11, it'll put me well over 50 pounds. Well, if it's a 10, it will too. No,
That
none
right
such
there was
luck.
the Basquatch.
That did not improve me at all.
There has been a
Yeah, but when you come to St. Lawrence, guys, you should definitely be wearing a winter coat or a hoodie. It's always freezing on this map. And it's a perfect opportunity to wear some of your like colder climate gear. I always equip a coat or a hoodie whenever I come to St. Lawrence. Let's see if I'm going to get my 50 pound round. I got 49 right now. Will I get my 50 pounds that I thought I would definitely for sure get doing this? I think I probably will. I have 15 minutes to catch a 10 or 11 pounder. But the first 20, 25 minutes I went without even catching one. So it's quite possible not to do it, not to get the 50 pounds. I just know I probably will. I always seem to get it. Another smallmouth bass.
Yes. You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
What's going to happen in the last 15 minutes here, guys? Are we going to catch a legendary largemouth bass? Anything can likely happen during the open, and should always be on your toes, on edge, because at any moment, a legendary St. Lawrence largemouth bass can come out of nowhere and smash your lure. And that would give me a giant score. Say if it was like Bella Rose or something. Going on 13 minutes. Oh my goodness gracious. That is the pig I need. That is the pig I need down there. And I get the smallmouth instead. They're in there. The giant trophy largemouth are in here. And it can just take time. Giant trout here. Don't want them. Trying to get rid of them. More smallmouth. Will I get my 50 pounds or over 50 pounds that I think I should absolutely get? Another bad fish. Hey guys, I'm wearying of this. I am fatiguing. Like all these bad fish are like starting to wear on me, and I'm getting impatient, and I'm getting anxious, and I'm getting stressed out. It's just so many bad fish. You wonder, am I honestly, am I going to get that 50 pounds at all? There's so many bad fish. Yes, that'll do it, guys. This trophy largemouth will probably... Well, I can't tell how big he is, though. If it's a 10 or 11, which it should be, it'll put me over 50 pounds. Oh, this looks like it could be 10 or 11, hopefully. The fish I've been waiting for. Another trophy largemouth. And you see, all my big fish are all trophy largemouth. Like, I don't have one single smallmouth in my bag. No,
Jeepers creepers, check out the peepers on that swamp dog.
that did not improve me at all. Not an ounce. It looked good, but it wasn't. It wasn't as big as I needed it to be. Now I have like a 49-pound round. So I have to have a 10 or 11 pounder to improve like at all. Not a bad largemouth. Good insurance fish, but not a 10 or 11. And you really need the 10s and 11s. In the open here, or trout or salmon or whatever. Yeah, salmon. Whatever that was. Get rid of him. When is it going to happen? When am I going to catch Bella Rose? Like right in the middle of this. That would be phenomenal right now. No heartbeat, it's garbage, whatever it is, it's trash. If it don't have that heartbeat, guys, honestly, if you're using this method, you can just break off. Anything that does not have a heartbeat, honestly, really. It's a big gar. Not interested. All right, I'm coming down to 7 minutes while I get my 50 pounds. I know I can. I should. If there's going to be another big largemouth in here, I probably will. If he bites. God, it'd be great to get a legendary largemouth bass right about now. That would put me well over 50 pounds. Trophy smallmouth. And I am wearying, guys. I'm getting tired of this.
Yes.
Like, I admit, like, when I tell guys this is what I'm doing,
Check out the peepers on
they always tell me, like, I don't want to do that, you know? I, like, sit there and use the jankelistic swim bait and break off all those bad fish you're going to catch with it. And it's just I always get 50 pounds of largemouth this way. These green smallmouth are so deceptive. Like, it makes you think, oh, I got a trophy largemouth because it's green. It's not yellow. It's a smallmouth. All right, so 5 minutes left in the video. And times are desperate. I can't tell if this is a largemouth or a smallmouth. It's green, but that don't mean it's a largemouth. It's wearing down my line. I think this is a smallmouth. Yeah. I got fooled again.
That toad right there? That's a little chunk panda.
God, this attempt has been absolutely like the most annoying attempt I have had yet in this entire tournament. I always get 50 pounds, and here I'm getting 49, which I'm very unhappy with. I've missed a bunch of giant trophy largemouth, and it's got me pulling my hair out. Like, come on, man. You know, where are the trophy largemouth? I know they're here. Another bad fish. And it just didn't want to give me a full 50. But I will be trying this again. Because I've tried other spots and other lures, guys, and I never seem to like be as productive as when I do this. Look at that largemouth. Oh, I got him. I got him, guys. Wow. This is like an 11-pound largemouth bass. This will definitely put me over. This will definitely put me. This guy's huge. Want to have my drag all the way up. Almost lost him. But this is probably a 10 or so. 10 or 11. If it's an 11, I'll have like a 51. Yeah, baby. Oh, man, it came.
Big fish and no.
It came late, but it did come. So now I have an 11, 2 10s, and 2 9s for my high score. Give me a 51-1. That's a great score, guys. I'm really happy with that. That's way better than most people are going to do. I guess I just got a little lucky at the very end there, but not really, guys. Honestly, I knew that would happen. It just took forever. Like, it took to the last 2 minutes here to catch that 11-pounder. And often they come right at the beginning. You don't have to wait at all. Like, they come in the beginning. You're waiting for the smaller fish at the end, but you see how I have all largemouth bass, not any smallmouth. Some guys, they bring in the smallmouth. Like,
Jeepers creepers, check out the peepers on that swamp donkey.
if you do this, you should not need any smallmouth. And you really want 9s, 10s, but especially 11s and legendaries. That's the name of the game, guys, on St. Lawrence.
Flippity flop, what do you got?
Thank you for watching this St. Lawrence River Online Open Round 3, Attempt 1 video. Bye-bye.